part 10 of what if Naruto only let one person slash if he was Rogue Ninja. Okay, so we left off where Naruto, he had woke up, he seen Naruto still sleeping, and kissed on the forehead. And Naruto said, I should make her breakfast. So, my boy Naruto, he went to the kitchen. He whipped everything up. He got the bacon. He got the pancakes. He got the eggs. He got the sausage. He got the normal. He got everything. So basically, he after he gets done cooking, he puts the stuff on a plate, and he goes out to the room, and he sees Hinata just not waking up, and he said, "Perfect timing, Hinata." And she said, "What do you mean?" And he gave her her the plate of food, and basically she said, "Naruto, this smells really good." And he says, "Thank you." And he says, "Let me feed you." And she blushes, and she says, "Okay." Basically, Naruto feeding her, and then he gets to the sausage. He gets to the sausage. He picked the sausage up, and he says, "Do you want some sausage, Hinata?" And she says, "Yeah." And he says, "Okay, which one though?" And she says, "What do you mean, which one?" He said, "Do you want my sausage or this sausage?" And she says, she looks down at Naruto's pants, and she sees that his sausage is bulging out, and basically, is bulging out, and basically, she says, "Ooh." I'm gonna say her nipples get hard, yeah. And then she says, "I want your sausage." And Naruto says, "Okay." And he feeds her the sausage, and she says, "That's not what I meant, Naruto." And he said, "Oh, so you want the other one?" And basically, Naruto, he says, Naruto says, he takes off her pants, and they start, she takes off her pants, and basically, after she takes off her pants, 18 plus part, Naruto's gripping on the booty cheeks, and he's like, he's fumbling them around, and basically, after he fumbling them around, Naruto, she said, yeah, and then he flips, he like lays Naruto on her back, and then after he lays Naruto on her back, he gets his tip, and he starts like teasing, and she says, "Naruto can stop teasing," and he says, "Okay," and he, boom, he stick the R in at one time, no hesitation, and she's like, he started going, when I say, I don't know why I'm starting the episode off, but I don't want them having sex. I'm a freak, bro. Basically, Naruto, he's going for me not to speed, fuck you talking about. And then, and then he go, and then Hinata, I'm gonna say she, I really don't know what it's called. I'm gonna say Hinata ejaculates. I'm not sure what it's called, but yeah, I'm gonna just say she does that, and basically Naruto, he grabs the boobies, and then he put his thing in between, and basically He titty fuck. Yeah. And basically, and then she looking the tip at the same time. And then he boom, come shot. Basically, that's what happened. Right on her face. And yeah, basically. And I gotta say something too. I really should stop saying 18 plus because when I went to my YouTube studio, I saw like everybody was 18 plus. So mama still said, because it might be kids. So yeah, basically, and she licks it all up and she kisses Naruto, and Naruto, he breaks the kiss and says, wait a minute. And I sucking my own dick because you just sucked my tip and you kissing me with my tip lips. And she says, Naruto, it's yours, right? And he says, yeah. And she says, then it doesn't really matter. And he started he started grabbing her waist and he flipped her like she was on top of him. And Naruto, he still had a boner. And basically she said, boom! She sat on that motherfucker, boy. She started going, boy. She was, yeah, worse, but she was around like that nigga, boy. Yeah. And my name Naruto, he was, go, Ashley. Yes, sir. And basically after that, we see Naruto, Naruto, he ejaculates. And Hinata says something, I think I'm gonna be pregnant. And Naruto, he says, well, gotta go. Oh, no, I'm like, he says, I think I'm gonna be pregnant. And basically what happens is, Naruto says, really? How do you know? And she says, I don't, but I feel like I am. And Naruto looked at her with that face and said, Naruto, if you want to be pregnant, just tell me. And she blushes and looks away. And Naruto says, I don't understand how you do that. And she says, do what, Naruto? And Naruto says, after we just had sex, you still blushing. And she blushes even harder and says, don't say that. And Naruto said, it's true, isn't it? And she blushes even harder. He says, no, I'm just joking. And he kisses her. I'm gonna say, after he kissed her, they're like sitting there. She barely even ate her food. But she ate it. I'm gonna say she ate the eggs, the pancakes, but she still got that sausage on her plate. Oh, hey. Basically, he was like, I honestly don't know if you can walk or not, but I'm just gonna go, finish cleaning up. And she said, and cooking dinner or lunch. And he said, okay, Naruto. And basically, Naruto left. Let's go fix him some lunch. And yeah. And that's gonna be the end for this episode, cause I honestly don't got nothing else. Yeah. Psych. Sorry. So basically, Naruto says, Naruto, after you get done cooking lunch and just letting it sit there. And he says, Naruto, and he says, I truly love you. And basically, he says, thank you. And she says, I love you too, Naruto. And he kissed her. Then he heard her knock on the door. Go to the door. He opened the door. It's Jiraiya. Jiraiya says, Naruto, come up to the village. We need your help. Naruto says, why do you need my help, Jiraiya? And Jiraiya says, well, that is because there's a legend, the legendary Uchiha Madara and the Akatsuki, and the Otsutsuki are teamed up. And Naruto says, after he says, I'm team, we're going to say Uchiha Madara came and Naruto, he was like, why should I help you guys after everything you done to me, Hinata? And he said, Naruto said, wait, Hinata's there? And Naruto says, yeah, why? And he says, I thought she was the head of the Hika clan. Naruto says, she is, but I'm gonna, I just wanted to protect her, and we needed to leave that village after the massacre. And Jiraiya says, oh, okay. And he said, for Naruto, please think of this. We need your help badly. You and Hinata are probably the only ones who can stop Uchiha Madara. Naruto says, oh, okay. And basically, he goes to the door on Jiraiya. And Jiraiya says, I really hope that kid can help us out. And basically, Naruto, he went back to the bed. And he says, Hinata, I'm gonna say he lays on her stomach. And he says, well, no. He puts his head in her boobies. And he says, Hinata, we have to go to the leaf. And she says, what do you have there? She says, not too good. Why is your head right there? And he says, it's because your boobs are the best pillow ever. And he started moving his face. She moaned a little bit. She moaned. And Naruto said, whoa, Hinata, you're very sensitive today. And she says, what was that? She says, yeah. Sorry. And basically, Naruto says, no, it's fine. I might treat you when I get back from helping the village. And she says, I thought we were both gonna go in. And Naruto says, no, honestly, I don't want to keep you waiting. Well, I don't want to keep you to and put you in danger at all. And basically, Naruto, I'm not sure if Naruto fought Madara already. I'm gonna just say he didn't. Whatever I said in the past, because I be forgetting a lot of stuff and I don't like to go through my videos. So if he fought Madara, let's say Madara somehow got resurrected by some mystical force. And yeah, basically Naruto arrived at the village, and the villager, they're giving him glares. And one of the villagers walk up to him and says, or one of the villagers scream and say, why are you here, you murderer? And Naruto looking down for the regret that he had, and he says, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. And he says, yeah, you did, you demon. He's gonna kill us all, everybody run, like he did 12 years ago. And they started dipping. And basically, Naruto, he says, why should I care for those pathetic morons anyway? As he goes to he goes to the Hokage and he says, Hokage, what work do I need to do? And Kakashi, he's the Hokage right now. And he says, well, Naruto, let's see. I'm gonna need you to just protect the front lines of battle or field A1. And Naruto says, yeah, okay. How many fields are there? And Naruto says there's 3 fields, A1, he says A1, B1, and C1. And Naruto says, okay. When did the battle start? And Naruto says, Kakashi says, in about 2 months. And Naruto says, just train your men endlessly, and don't let them go home. Let them have 2 hours of sleep and eat 2 meals a day. And make sure you train them with all your might, Kakashi. And Kakashi says, Naruto, I'm not sure the men will survive that training. And Naruto says, I did it before. They should be able to do it too. And he said, okay. But Naruto, where would they sleep? And he says, they'll sleep in the wild, filled with creepy crawlers protecting themselves. And he says, and I release clones of dangerous animals. He releases the clones, and he says, I haven't run past them now, so they won't attack anyone. But he says, they won't attack anyone. But listen here, Kakashi. If you don't train your men like I said, we will lose this war. Well, he said, well, we won't. You guys as well, because I'm on my own side. And I'm not protecting anything but myself and Hinata. And he says, your house won't be in range of the battle. And Naruto says, yeah, whatever. And Kakashi says, Naruto, we really need you to guard a field or lead a field. And Naruto says, whatever. I'll get B1. And Naruto says, Kakashi says, we already have someone on that. And he says, Naruto says, we'll take him off. I don't want to face Madara head on. And we do a 2-month time skip. Naruto, he's just training. He barely goes home to Hinata. Hinata's sad that she hasn't seen him in a while. And then Naruto says, I think he's done for a long day of training. I haven't seen Hinata in a long time. Or I have barely seen Hinata. And he goes back to his house. And after he goes back to his house, I'm gonna say he's heading to his house. And basically, Naruto, he's like, Naruto says, what's that sound? And he gets closer to his house. And he hears moaning. And he opens the door quietly. He says, Hinata, please. Please, Hinata. And he opens Hinata's door. And, he opens their room door. And Hinata looks at Naruto right in the eyes. And Naruto looks at Hinata. And he sees a random dude beating the cheeks out of Hinata. And Hinata says, Naruto, it's not what it looks like. After she just got done getting her cheeks beat. As she get her cheeks beat. And he says, after everything I gave you. And we see his fingers start twitching. Or his body start twitching. And his eyes, they're transparent. They're flickering from dark to blood red. You know his hatred eyes? When he tried to get the hatred out of Naruto's? They start flickering from that to blue. And his fingernails begins to go into claws. And Naruto begins to get tails on his back or his or his spine end, and he says, "How could you, Hinata? After everything I've done to you, or I've done for you." And he says, "If you do get a kid from me, make sure to tell him that you're a cheating whore." And he walks out with his fingers still twitching. He says, I need to walk." He just walking throughout the woods, and he sees a random girl pleading for her life, saying, "Please don't kill me and don't take my eyes, please." And I just says, And he licks his lips. He says, I wonder very much." And he blitzes. Actually, no. He don't do all that stuff that I just said. I'm gonna add a season 2 to this. Yeah. So basically, this is basically the end of What If Naruto only love one person / was what if Naruto only loved one person / what if Naruto became a rogue ninja. This is the end of season 1. I know I probably didn't announce that this is season, but I just got the best idea, bro. Y'all won't understand. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna end it right here. Y'all go get some surprises in the second season after Hinata cheats.